everyone, it's Ree with Cute Nanny Things back in the craft room. This is a little project that I've been wanting to make for such a long time, and I'm finally getting around to it. I have all you can see all these little paper clips. So a lot of these clips are things I made or were gifted to me, and I've had them just kind of stashed into a little box. And so that's not fun. I don't know what I have, especially for planner setups, or if I want to send some happy mail. I have no idea what kind of clips I have. So I wanted a way I could display, and I've seen this on Pinterest and things like that, but I've never gotten around to making one. So finally I picked up this frame from Daiso, and I'm going to say, guys, I guess Daiso, they don't have the, the 4x6 frames, or the measurements don't add up. So when I was going to measure this, I was like, wow, this is so off. But the inner part of this square, if you are wanting to pick up something or use my measurements, it's 8.25 by 5.88. So not your standard picture frame, but I thought that the length of this, because usually you would put your pictures in a frame up like this. I actually want it horizontal, and I want it to be able to stand up. So I am going to leave the flap on. So some of the things that I've seen is that people will start their project right on the back piece. But since I do want this to be displayed, there's no way that I'm going to have, I don't want to glue anything to this. So what I'm going to do is continue to use this as the back piece. You don't need the glass. This didn't come with glass. It came with like a plastic film. So some places, I literally got this at Daiso, so they're $1.50 for a frame. So I just took that piece out, and I cut a cardstock to the size of the back of the frame, so that fits perfectly. So this is going to be the piece that I insert into my frame to hold on my paper clips. I already pre-cut my pieces. So the way this works is you want to make a pattern to where you set up your pattern like this. You stick your paper clips in these little slots. So these little folds are going to hold your paper clips. So what I did was I took 8 inches across a piece of decorative paper, whatever you have. I actually used my scraps. I have so many scraps because I've been making a lot of planners. And so I was like, you know what, how can I use my scraps? And they're piling up. So I said, you know what, I can make these frames. So what I did was I took 8 inches and I folded it up about 2 inches and down 2 inches. So this is going to be the start of your folds, or your little paper clip holder. So the first piece is always going to be the largest size that you have, because you need to fold it, and that's going to set down, and you're going to glue the back of this. So of course you don't want to glue this piece, because that's where your paper clips are going to go. So once that first piece is down, then I took about 4 inches across of paper, and then I folded them up, or folded them down 2 inches. And that's going to make my second one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue just the bottom to this, and that's going to make my second row for my paper clips, and then so on. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Let's see if I can... I was trying to think of it in my head. How do I want to do this? So I think I'm just going to use my Tombow permanent adhesive. And I did make mine to go a little bit over the edges, because I'm just going to trim those down. I just wanted to make sure you could cut it size to fit, but knowing me, laying something down straight is not usually the best. So I just cut a little bit, more on the sides. That way I can have some room. And I already laid that down crooked. Just wanted to give y'all that heads up. You know what? I am going to go ahead and adhere this flap down. So run a strip down that way. All right. So there is our first one. And that's going to be all held into the frame. So we don't have to worry about that coming up like that. Plus with all the rest of it going down. So now I guess just where you want your second piece to be. I want it there. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the inside. That way it doesn't come open. And then just at the bottom. So remember, you don't want to do the top because that's where your paper clips are going to go. And you probably want to use, I know some of you guys got tape guns, HGT guns, I don't know what they're called. And then, or double-sided tape strong adhesive. Like I said, this is kind of like my trial. So I'm just using this Tomboy. And you know, honestly, it works for me. So I haven't had any issues. I'm going to move this one down a little bit more. Remember to kind of close that down. And then the bottom piece. And then also something to remember is if you have a pattern, you want to make sure that, you know, lengthwise, like see this one, the butterflies will be upside down. So I should have done it this way. But guess what? I already did it. So right when I was talking about patterns. So just remember, you want to make sure if you have a pattern piece that it's facing the right direction. Obviously, I didn't do that, but it's okay because the butterflies are mostly at the bottom. This one's upright. That's weird. So this butterfly just wanted to fly upside down. So, but you know what? I could see him more. So it works out perfect. All right. I'm going to adhere this one inside and then at the bottom. And then what you could do for the edges that are over, I just take my X-Acto knife and I would cut those pieces off. So let me see if I can do that. Whoops. Yeah. Very hard to do. My bad. All right. So we're going to cut the edges off here. Hopefully I can see. It's so hard to see. All right. Just going to cut these pieces off and it should be perfectly fit to the frame. And remember, there are a lot of pieces here, so you might have to run your blade a little bit more than once, obviously, because I'm having that issue. Perfect. And then the other side, really easy and quick once you get your pieces together. I plan on making a lot more of these because I like to display the certain ones. Like there's some that were gifted to me, and then there's some that I do put with my planners when somebody orders one. So I want to have those separate on different frames. So it doesn't take a lot. You can even use a frame you already have in the house. And then there you go. So I have all my little slots. Now we're going to go ahead and put it in the frame. I'm hoping in my mind this is going to work out. Because, you know, when you have an idea and you're just like, oh, I could do it like that. So I'm hoping this is going to work out the way I thought. I'm going to go ahead and put the backing back in. Now, what I noticed is if you want something, you don't want to put that glass if you have a glass frame. So this is what came inside this frame. You could go ahead and put the glass in here, and then usually some of them come with that like extra padding. Go ahead and put that in there. That way it can still hold its thickness, and then just close it up. And now we have a frame. Oh, it's beautiful. And then you could start sticking in all your paper clips. So, oh, these are so cute. I was gifted these paper clips. I'll try to link it below where I got them from, but they're so cute. And they fit so nice right here. in this frame. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to, you know, you get Happy Mail and they send you clips and you just, I didn't want to throw them in a little drawer. I want to be able to display it. It makes cute decoration. So you can go ahead and put all your clips in there to display. And then you know what you have. So if you're doing a planner setup, you know everybody uses different paper clips in their little planner setup. You could see exactly what you have. Honestly, I completely forgot I had these. And look how cute that is. So that's how you make a frame. You could do so much. And if you want to change this out every season, you could do seasonal, make it more of a decorative piece. But I think it'll be cute in your office or craft room. And it's very easy to make, guys. All you need is a frame and some scrap paper. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.